99 problems, but a mortgage ain't one. So this guy decided to park this big bus here on the street near a mall, and look at that. The city brought in the big tow truck to tow him away. That's what you get for being a douchebag and buying a big ass Class A or like a bus, moving into it and parking it on a city street. Like, come on. Good riddance though. The guy was ruining it for everyone else around here. He was just parking it and leaving it and never moving it. Always move! Every 24 hours, every 2 days maximum. Move, move, move. If your vehicle's too big to move around every day or too expensive to drive, downsize it, get a smaller rig, or get the hell out of the city. Sorry, but that's the truth. Okay, you know, I've talked about this before, so I'm gonna get it off my chest again. People in your RVs, urban stealth camping like I'm doing. Urban camping means you're in a city where you've got to respect bylaws, ordinances, and the fact that you're in a metropolis with millions of other people, and the fact you can't just park and live for free wherever you damn well want to. That guy, or I think there was actually a couple of people who were in that bus, were parked there for far too long. Something that size you shouldn't have on the street for more than a few hours at most. But they were there, oh geez, for weeks, believe it or not. Now here's the thing. They got a notice to move yesterday, finally. And everyone else on the block also got their notice to move. I went down the block, I was looking, and I saw notices on everyone's windshields. Because of one bad apple. Well, actually, there's two. Down the end of the block, there's also another guy in a smaller Class B camper van, smaller than this one. And he just set up shop. There's a pile of garbage outside his door. He has a bike or a motorbike or something out in front of his door. He's got some sort of cart parked out in front of his door with just piles of junk. And you can tell he hasn't moved the van for a long time. I would say probably a few weeks as well. And sure enough, now they're cracking down. I went over and spoke with the bylaw officer who was handing out the notices to move to everyone on the block. And very nice guy. And you know what? These people are not robots. They have common sense. He was so appreciative of this lifestyle. He loved my Class B. He wanted a tour. I gave him the whole tour and he absolutely fell in love with it. And he's telling me, you know, Justin, I'm 65, I'm about to retire, and I'm thinking of buying one of those too and doing exactly what you guys are doing. He says, people like that though, down at the end of the block, they're ruining it for everyone else. What have I been saying, guys? Don't park your van for more than 24 hours in one place. All you're doing is screwing around everyone else who understands that. If you're gonna park and just leave it, why are you in a mobile home? Why do you have wheels under your house? Isn't that one of the best parts of this lifestyle, is the fact you can move around and change your view at will? And you should do it on a regular basis if you're in the city, or you're just gonna cause trouble for yourself, but even more, you're gonna cause trouble for everyone else. I see this so many times. You'll find a nice gem of a place, a parking lot, say near a beach or something, where people will get away with parking, and most people are respectful. They'll park for a night, move away for a night, maybe come back again the next night, but you know what I mean? They don't stay there. But then somebody moves in, parks in the corner, and doesn't move their vehicle, and takes a bus to work every day, or rides their bike to work every day, and just leaves it there as if it's a permanent home. And then they come down and they either tow everyone out or they put up signs. You know, it always happens. We wouldn't have this problem if you respected the 24-hour rule. Even if your city doesn't have a 24-hour bylaw, be respectful. You're in a camper, especially if it looks like a camper. Move anyways. All right, there are parts of Vancouver where technically you can't even stay for 24 hours if somebody complains. This in particular was in North Vancouver, where they do have a 24-hour bylaw if they get a complaint. And now they're starting to crack down because of two bad apples. So, you know, I mean, personally, I don't feel bad for that guy or whoever owns the bus or the other van, and I'm glad they're out of the neighborhood. And most of the other people around here are like, whew, thank God, finally got rid of them. Now because they're gone, there'll be less troubles around here, and they won't be so hard on everyone, because everyone else moves around. Nobody stays put. So please, please, if you're gonna do this lifestyle, move around. And if you've got a vehicle that's so damn big, that, you know, and if you can't afford to move around, I think there's other issues here in your life. Like, you're saving hundreds or thousands of dollars a month in rent if you can't put a little gas in your gas tank and move around every day or two. I think there's some real issues there. But that is not the issue for most of these people around here. Like, you know, it's just they think they get comfortable. They're just like, oh, I can park here. No one's bothered me so far, so I'm just going to set up camp permanently. You dumbasses, stop it. Move around. If you don't want to move around, get an apartment. Keep on rocking in the free world.
Keep on rocking in the free world.
Pick up your Keep on Rockin' in the Free World sticker now, or choose from some of the others over on my site at justincredible.net.